Today's video is brought to you by Waifu Uncovered. Destroy the clothes, save the waifus. Waifu Uncovered is a silly shoot 'em up game that has you rescuing 8 beautiful maidens who are under the threat of an alien attack. Their lives and the fate of the world now rest in your hands. In this simple yet rewarding shoot 'em up, you take command of multiple ship types, each balanced for a different playstyle, as you blast away clothing that's been infected by a deadly virus. Evade and destroy enemies as they feverishly work against you, team up in multiplayer, or bravely battle alone and save the girl of your dreams, and perhaps even unlock a convenient one-finger mode. There's 8 different female characters here presented in high-quality hand-drawn style. You undress your targets to save them, select different ships, take down the enemies and bosses, play solo or team up, and unlock revealing content as you progress. Waifu Uncovered. Pre-order now on Nintendo Switch. Hey guys, how's it going? It's 8-Bit Eric. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time, hi. We're going to talk about the PS5 controller and some of the hardware that has been just recently leaked. There's been some leaked photos showing the insides of the PlayStation 5 controller. Everybody's excited about the DualSense. There's been a little bit of teasers here and there, but not much information has been outed out there. This past week, a whole bunch of different media avenues and influencers and tech companies got review copies of controllers and stuff, but there's still no official information from Sony as far as things go. But these are leaked photos from people that have gotten their hands on PlayStation 5 controllers. We're going to take a look at this. If this is your first time coming to the channel, hit that subscription button down here. Click the red one. We're almost at 69,000 subscribers. Enable your bell notifications so you don't miss any of the headlines or updates that we're going to talk about the PlayStation 5 leading up to launch, as well as the Series X and whatever Nintendo Switch news comes out when Nintendo decides to talk. So here we go. We're going to look at this article from Games Radar. This says leaked photos offer a closer look at PS5 controller hardware, but there's still no official info from Sony. So the DualSense. Detailed images of the PS5 controller hardware have leaked. Last week, 9 images of an entirely disassembled controller, apparently originally shared via WhatsApp. So this was shown through WhatsApp. This was like secret DM conversations. Somebody leaked it out on Instagram, granting a closer look at the internal workings of the new DualSense. So this is intriguing because we're going to see the insides of it. We don't need to wait for people to disassemble them on their unboxings. We don't have to wait for Spawncast to do it. We got some people already doing it. As well as a photo of the full controller. The images show the disassembled outer casing and the internal hardware of the PS5 DualSense, with a look at how both the analog sticks and the triggers will fit in the outer shell. That layer seems to split into 3 main parts, as well as the main body of the console. The back later appears to be relatively easy to detach, while the black plastic on the front can also be removed. So it comes into 3 main parts. It's kind of interesting to see how the outer shell and everything works and how it's disassembled. So you can see right here, this is some postings that appeared on IG, and you can see it's a WhatsApp image that was sent on September 18th. So this is quite some time ago, and you can see this. I'll leave a link in the description to the disassembled PlayStation 5 controller, but you can see this is from an Instagram account, Impact Controller. Very interesting enough. It's been picking up some steam as far as information goes on here. But to continue on with this controller, it says discussions about the controller on Resetera seem relatively enthusiastic, although some people are concerned about the strength of those moving parts. While it's not easy to tell from these unofficial photos, there's worries that the new console's trigger will be connected to a mobile plastic, similar to the plastic brackets that were liable to breakages on the DualSense 4. So there's a little bit of concern on the build. I guess the plastic section is immobile, so it just feels that the trigger for like the triggers, just people are worried that it's going to have the same issues as the 4. So on the plus side, however, other commentators have suggested that the controller looks relatively easy to break down and repair, which could be good news if you're the kind of player who can let the heat of the moment get to them from time to time. So of course, if you get real competitive, you break your controller, it looks real easy to fix and set up and kind of repair on your own, I guess, if you're into the DIY type of thing, if you don't want to send it off to Sony for them to take a look at. I personally think the controller looks pretty neat, looking at the the way the photos are set up and stuff. I've tried, like, for example, Joy-Cons on the Nintendo Switch to take those apart and replace the ribbons myself, and it was just a mess. The Joy-Cons themselves are already tiny, but there's so many little intricate parts, and it splits up into several different things. There's springs, there's ribbons, there's small little screws. It was just a pain. But looking at this, it looks like it opens up. Here's the back half right here. That's the top, or like kind of like the top a little bit. And it just kind of like, I guess the white part and the black part are two separate parts. You open it, then you find the casing right here. You can see the black right here separated from that. So it seems like it's not too hard to figure out when disassemble it. Now, of course, Sony definitely doesn't want people to disassemble these themselves and repair themselves. You gotta, you know, they give a warranty out for a reason. But anyways, it says, while the response to the photos is mostly positive, some commenters have noted that with only weeks to go before the console's release, Sony's yet to reveal its own breakdown of any of its hardware. So it is concerning. Sony has been quite silent in regards to a lot of stuff regarding the PlayStation 5, especially the controller. Earlier this past week, we saw Travis Scott, who's a famous rapper, reveal that he had a controller. So who knows how many DualSense 5s are actually out there circulating the world. People looking at them, getting a chance to really check them out and play with them and stuff like that. I can't wait to personally get my hands on one. It says, while there's some interesting information to glean from these shots, it's difficult to discern many intricate details. Hopefully we get a closer look ahead of the PS5 release date on November 12th or 19th. So, again, Sony has been pretty radio silent when it comes to information with the PS5. We're just now finding out stuff in regards to the controller, the SSD, certain stuff, certain specs that haven't gotten to be showcased yet. It's very interesting to see how close we are to launch, to seeing how much stuff is still relatively unknown. I mean, we just barely found out the price and the pre-order info just the other week. Hopefully Sony does do a breakdown or something like that and shows how it performs and stuff like that. I know, like, just today even, they showed loading times and stuff, and showed how certain games play, like gameplay and stuff like that. A lot of different information is coming out. Again, media outlets, review websites, things like that are starting to slowly be able to show preview footage, release this info, because they're getting controllers and different hardware and stuff hands-on right now. So information is coming rather quickly, slowly but surely. I'm trying to keep up with it and take a look at it. I thought looking at the inside of this controller was actually quite really interesting. I think the controller looks really cool. I know there were some people who think this was actually a lot better of a design. I do like the round look too. The new controller almost looks kind of soft and comfortable for the hands. And I can't wait to really play around and see exactly what it's like. See just how much quality we have with the controller and stuff like that. So I'm going to keep posted on more information as far as the hardware goes as best as I can. Again, feel free to check out those photos on Instagram. It's very kind of neat. It's almost like, you know, for as advanced as a controller as this really is, it's built rather simple. So that's kind of neat. I think Sony is hitting a home run as far as the tech goes with the PS5 DualSense 5 and the actual console itself. Like yesterday I reported on the loading times and stuff with the SSD with Kraken and Oodle. So it seems like they're managed to get a lot of stuff figured out and things like that. It's just real interesting that we haven't heard official word from Sony at this time. So I'm hoping we get some kind of breakdown or some kind of like hardware demonstration officially from Sony. If not, I'm going to keep posted on all these other third-party journalistic articles and stuff. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any kind of info that you might be curious on. I'm trying my best. Thanks a lot, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Consider supporting 8-Bit Eric on Patreon for just $1 a month. Link below in the description. You want to become part of the hashtag 8BE Nation, guys? Well, be sure to pick up your official merch, now available online. Link is below in the description. We got classic t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, and even women's apparel. Don't forget, pick up your official merch now. And while you're at it, guys, feel free to watch the next video, or why don't you catch up on one that you might have previously missed. Thanks again, guys, for all the support. I couldn't do this without you. You guys are amazing, and don't forget to subscribe and click that like button if you are brand new. Thanks again, guys. Peace out.